How's it going, guys? This is your boy Astrum Sensei and welcome back to Let's Create an Action Role-Playing Game using Unreal Engine 4. So in today's video we are going to be adding a stamina bar so that it can deplete when you are sprinting and doing other things that require stamina. And when the stamina bar is fully depleted, you will not be able to sprint anymore and the stamina will start regenerating. And if you sprint while you are regenerating, it will still decrease the stamina. It's basically a fluid stamina system that we will be adding to the attacks, the dodging, and all of that stuff. But today we are going to be focusing only on sprinting and the stamina bar itself. So yeah, we are going to be working on the HUD and the function for the takeaway and regeneration for the sprinting. But before we get started, make sure that you guys subscribe and like the video for more Unreal Engine 4 tutorials. And yeah, let us get started. So the first thing we are going to start working on is the stamina itself instead of the user interface. So to do that, we are going to need to go to the BP base, to the event tick. So the event tick is something that you check every single tick during your game. So over here in our normal event graph where, it's very clean and all of that stuff, we have this event tick, which, leads to the lock-on rotation. But before this, we are going to add a sequence so that it can do several things at the same moment. So what this does is every tick, it does these following things. So we are just going to ignore the lock-on rotation up there and we are going to start working on our stamina. So the first thing we want to do is we want to add a branch. And in this video, as I've said before, we are only going to be adding it for the sprinting, and in the next video we are going to be adding it for the attacks and the dodging. So over here we have a branch. We want to ask it, is it sprinting? So just get sprinting here and connect it to the branch. And from this branch, what we are going to do is we are going to check if we are sprinting. If it's true, then we are going to delay, which is like this duration is going to be how long each point of stamina gets taken away. And then we are going to add a branch. And what we need right now is a variable for stamina. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a brand new variable, which is going to be called stamina points. And it's going to be a float. Then we are also going to make it editable by pressing on this eyeball here. And then we are going to duplicate this variable. But of course, I don't want to rename it. So why are they asking me to? Yeah, we are going to duplicate it. And we are also going to create another variable for the max stamina points. So we're going to call it stamina points max. Same as health. We have health points max and health points. So we are going to add them to the character stats, what is it called? Character stats, category. So yeah, we are just going to add them there. Both of them like this. And of course, we have to make them, organized. So yeah. Now we have stamina points and stamina points max. Every 0.2 seconds, we are going to be asking it, is the stamina points less than or equal to 0? So there you go, stamina points less than or equal to, which is going to connect to the condition. And if it's true, we are simply going to set sprint on to be false. So this is the event that we made earlier using the character blueprint interface. So yeah, it just disables sprinting by having this box being unchecked. And if it is more than 0, if it is more than 0, what we are going to do is we are going to ask it another question. Basically, if it's less than 0, we want to turn off sprinting, and if it's more than 0, we are going to ask it, is the player moving? And if they are, we are going to take away stamina points. So to ask it if we are moving, we are going to add in a or boolean. If something or something is less than or whatever, then we do that and that. So the condition itself is going to be from the movement conditions part. We have this forward axis value and right axis value, which I created in the dodging video. But just to give you an idea, if you go to the movement graph here, you have this part, which is the movement input and the mouse input. We are going to go to the movement input, and we have input axis move right and input axis move forward, and the axis value, we promoted it to a variable like for each one, and inside of here, as you can see, we have set and it's connected to the variable. So yeah, we are gonna make that stamina thing based on this. So basically we want to take away stamina if the forward axis value or the right axis value is not equal to 0. So if the player is moving left or right or forward or backwards, we are going to take away stamina. And if they are just standing but still sprint, like the sprint button is pressed, then we are not going to take away stamina. So to do that, you are just going to put an exclamation mark and an equal to get the not equal float and connect it here, and do the other one. Just copy it and put it like this. So if one of those is not equal to 0, then we are going to take away stamina by setting the stamina points, and then we want to minus float, and we want to get the stamina points. And this is the value that we are going to take away. For now, I'm going to keep it at 1, but we can like change it later. And of course, if those are not true, then we are not going to do anything. So this entire part, I'm going to call it subtract stamina for sprinting. And if you place it there, we are also going to do something if we are not sprinting, the stamina regeneration. So to do that, this part, you know, it always has to be inside of the event tick. So yeah, we are just gonna, you know, yeah, actually, let's just disconnect this one for now. Oh no, let's just test it like this, and in the next video, we will change it, no problem. So yeah, for now, we are gonna add a delay. If we are not sprinting, then we are gonna regenerate stamina. And of course, it's not gonna be like exclusive to sprinting. So yeah, we are gonna add that in the next video. Don't worry about that. So every 1 second, we are gonna regenerate 1 stamina point. So just 1 here. And of course, we have to change the variables of the stamina points and the stamina points max to be 10. So yeah, just change them to 10, and there you go. Now they are 10. Now to, you know, change the way things are, now, you know, to regenerate stamina after this delay, we are gonna add a branch, and we are gonna float less than float. We are gonna check if a float is less than float. We are gonna check if the stamina points are less than the max stamina points. So we just get the max stamina points max. You know, you could just use a number instead of this variable, but I don't really want that. You know, we are gonna need this variable for the stamina bar itself. So yeah, just place it like this. And if it is true, then we are gonna regenerate stamina. So we are just gonna set stamina points. And instead of the minus here, we are just gonna add a plus. So float plus float. The stamina points is over here. And over here, I'm just gonna keep it 1 for now. And if you add a print string, you can see that it works, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna straight up work on the stamina bar. So we are gonna go to the widget here. Or you know what, let's just test it. So over here we have the character, and if we start sprinting for like 10 seconds, we can see that, oh, it's even less than 10 seconds. Yeah, you can see that she stops sprinting because the stamina is over. And yeah, we are gonna change the values later, but for now we are sure that it works. So if you go to HUD widget, you can see that we have a health bar here. I'm just gonna duplicate it and I'm gonna call it stamina bar. So here you go, stamina bar, and we want to place it right under the health bar. So over here we have the value of 25 by 25. I'm gonna make it 25, or yeah, 25. And this value, not quite 25, I'm just gonna place it like this. And the size Y, I'm also gonna change it to 20 or 25 also. No, just 20. And as you can see, we can now have two bars, the stamina bar and the health bar. Also, I want to change what it looks like. So if you go here to appearance, you can change the color. I'm gonna make it, I don't know, a yellowish green, kind of like Dark Souls. Yeah, like this. And you can see that the stamina bar now looks completely different from the health bar. Now what we are going to do is we are going to make it work so that it displays the max, or no, not the max, the stamina points variable. So what we want to do now is we are going to do something exactly the same as the health bar. We are going to go to the character blueprint interface, character action stats, and we are going to create a brand new function. We are going to call it update stamina, and we are going to add an input, which is going to be called, I don't know, what did we call it here in the health bar? Health percentage. Yeah, over here, I'm going to call it stamina percentage. And instead of a boolean, it's going to be a float. So if you go back to your HUD widget, you should be able to copy this, like do the same thing. We are not going to copy it. So just type in event update stamina instead of update health. And we are going to copy the, oh, sorry. Yeah, we are going to copy the set percent. The percentage is going to be the stamina percentage. So yeah, just connect them like this. And over here, instead of the health bar, we are going to get the stamina bar and place it inside of the target. Now, one last thing to do is we have to go to the BP player and do the same thing for this, like same as the health bar. So I'm just gonna move the event update stats here. I'm gonna add a sequence so that it does both at the same moment. And then we are gonna update stamina. The target is gonna be the HUD widget, the same one. So just connect it like this. And the stamina percentage is also going to be float divided by float. The upper one is going to be the stamina points. And the lower one is going to be the stamina points max. And there you go. We have the stamina system now. It's going to be like fully working. If you hit play, you should be able to see the stamina bar. And if you sprint, it should take away stamina, and if you let go, it regenerates stamina kind of slowly. So now we are just gonna work on the numbers. Now over here, where is it? Yeah, where is it? No, I closed it. Yeah, it's in the BP base. Yeah, over here we have these values that we have to change so that it's kind of a smooth process. So subtract stamina. We subtract stamina every 0.2 seconds. I'm gonna change that to 0.01. That way, you know, it's gonna be very smooth. And the value that we subtract is gonna be 0.02. Now, if you hit play and try sprinting, you can see that it's kinda smooth when you subtract stamina. Now, the problem is, you know, it just regenerates immediately because the values are really big for the regeneration. So yeah, I'm gonna go over here to this part. Of course, I forgot to comment, so I'm just gonna comment stamina regeneration. And over here we have stamina points and stamina points max. Yeah, over here it's the delay for stamina regeneration. So I'm gonna make it 0.01, and the value that we regenerate every 0.01 seconds is gonna be 0.01. So it's half that yeah, it's half the value that we take away. So if you hit play and try it out again, yeah, if you try sprinting again, you can see that the stamina works now, and if you let go, it regenerates kinda slowly. And of course, if you are sprinting, it just takes away. And if you are sprinting while not moving, it does not move. Of course, it doesn't regenerate, so maybe I should add something that makes it regenerate if you have the button pressed. Okay, so quick fix. Over here, we have these variables for if we are moving or not. We want to copy them and we want to place them under the sprinting. So when we branch, we check if we are sprinting and we are moving, then we do the stamina thing. So if we are sprinting and we are moving, then we take away stamina. And if it's false, you know, it happens either way, so it doesn't matter if we are moving or not. So yeah. Now, if you compile and hit play, you will give it a try and you will see that it works perfectly. So we sprint, we take away stamina, and we stop, but we don't let go of the sprinting button. You can see that it still regenerates stamina, and if you try to press the sprinting button, you can see that, you know, it just still works. It's perfect. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and that it was helpful. It was really quick and easy, so I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have, please make sure to like the video and subscribe if you are new to my channel, and make sure that you wait for the other part, which is going to be adding the rest of the stamina. I already talked about how it's going to take 2 videos, so I'm just not going to do that again. Super special thanks to my precious patrons who have supported this series and this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and bye.